Cruises are sold as the ultimate stress-free vacation. You unpack once, meals are included, entertainment's everywhere, and the ship does all the traveling. What could go wrong? Well, a lot. A few simple mistakes can turn that dream cruise into an expensive, stressful disaster. I've seen people miss the ship, rack up thousands in surprise charges, and even get put in real danger, all because of things they didn't know. In this video, I'm breaking down 20 dangerous cruise mistakes you must avoid. Whether you're a first-time cruiser or a seasoned traveler, these tips will save you money, protect your trip, and make sure you actually enjoy the cruise you paid for. Let's start with the #1 mistake that ruins vacations before they even begin. Arriving at your cruise port on the same day your ship departs. On paper, it sounds fine. My ship leaves at 4 p.m., my flight lands at 11 a.m. I'll be fine. But you won't be. Flights get delayed. Weather causes chaos, luggage goes missing, and cruise ships don't wait. Unlike hotels, you can't just show up late. If you miss embarkation, the ship sails without you. I once saw a couple arrive at the airport with only 2 hours before departure. A storm delayed their flight, and by the time they landed, the ship was already halfway to the Bahamas. They had to buy a $700 last-minute flight, plus 2 nights in a hotel, just to catch up. That's not a relaxing start to a vacation. The fix is simple. Always fly in the day before your cruise. Stay at a hotel near the port, grab dinner, sleep in, and board stress-free. It might cost a bit more up front, but it's way cheaper than missing the ship entirely. Mistake number 2, not carrying on essential items. When you hand off your suitcase at embarkation, you won't see it again until that evening. Sometimes 5 p.m., sometimes 8. And in the meantime, you're stuck with whatever you brought on board with you. Too many people pack everything, swimsuits, medications, documents, chargers, in their checked bags. Then they're stuck in jeans, can't take their pills, and end up waiting in line at guest services for ID they left in their luggage. Here's the move. Pack a carry-on with essentials. That means your passport and travel documents, medications, electronics and chargers, jewelry or cash, and something light to wear at the pool. That way, while everyone else is waiting on their bags, you're already in the hot tub with a cocktail. Mistake 3, skipping the muster drill. Nobody loves it. It's hot, it's crowded, and it delays the start of your vacation. But it's not optional. It's your safety briefing. You'll learn exactly where to go and what to do in case of an emergency. One time, a passenger bragged about skipping the drill. 2 nights later, a small fire triggered a false alarm. Everyone had to report to their muster stations. Except he didn't know where his was. He panicked. Don't be that person. Take it. Seriously. It's boring, but it could save your life. Mistake number 4, not washing your hands enough. Cruise ships are floating cities and everyone touches everything. Elevators, railings, buffet tongs, poker chips. Germs spread fast. Norovirus outbreaks are rare, but they do happen. Hand sanitizer is good, but soap and water is better. Wash before meals, after shows, after the gym, after touching anything shared. I've seen one sick person ruin hundreds of vacations. Don't let it be you. Mistake 5, drinking tap water in port. Onboard water is filtered and safe, but in many ports, and especially in the Caribbean, South America, and parts of Asia, tap water isn't. I've seen passengers brush their teeth with hotel tap water, or order a cocktail with ice made from unfiltered water. By evening, they're doubled over in their cabin, missing dinner and shows. When in port, stick to bottled water, and skip the ice unless you know it's made from filtered water. Trust me, your stomach will thank you. Mistake 6, skipping travel insurance. Everyone thinks, I'm healthy, I'll be fine. But one minor issue at sea can cost you big. A quick visit to the ship doctor for an upset stomach, a few $100, medical evacuation by helicopter, could be over $100,000. And if you don't have insurance, guess who pays? You do. Travel insurance covers more than medical. It also protects against lost luggage, delayed flights, and canceled trips. Buy it before your cruise and make sure it covers medical evacuation. It's not fun to think about, but it's your safety net if anything goes wrong. Now that we've covered the pre-cruise mistakes, let's talk about the ones that happen once you're on board or in port, the kind that can wreck your cruise just as fast. Mistake 7, leaving valuables unattended. Cruise ships feel safe. You're surrounded by vacationers, crew, and cameras. but theft still happens. I've seen phones left on deck chairs, wallets left at the buffet, passports in an open beach bag. Use your cabin safe. Only carry what you need. And in port, wear a secure bag and keep it close. Losing a phone or passport abroad is not only stressful, it's expensive and time-consuming to fix. Mistake 8. Overpacking. Cabins are small, storage is tight. I've seen families with clothes spilling out of every drawer, tripping over shoes and jackets they never use. Pack light. Choose versatile outfits you can mix and match. Cruise laundry exists if you really need it. And most of those just-in-case outfits, you'll never wear them. Don't turn your cabin into a walk-in closet you can't walk in. Mistake 9. Skipping sunscreen on cloudy days. It's breezy, it's overcast, and you think, I don't need sunscreen. But the sun at sea is brutal. UV rays still get through clouds, and the ocean reflects them back at you. I've seen people sunburned so badly on day 1, they can't sleep, can't wear clothes comfortably, and definitely can't enjoy the pool. Wear reef-safe sunscreen daily. Reapply after swimming. And don't forget spots like your ears, feet, and the back of your neck. Sunburn is one of the easiest ways to ruin your vacation. Mistake 10. Not watching the time in port. This one is heart-pounding, literally. Cruise ships run on ship time, not local time. And if you're exploring on your own and lose track of it, the ship will leave without you. I've seen passengers running down the pier as the ship pulls away. Sometimes they make it, sometimes they don't. Set your watch to ship time. Build in a buffer. Be back an hour before all aboard. And if you're nervous about timing, book excursions through the cruise line. They'll wait for you. Mistake 11, booking every excursion through the cruise ship. Yes, it's convenient. Yes, the ship waits if something goes wrong, but you're also paying a premium, that $120 snorkeling trip. You might find it for $60 direct from the operator. Plus, ship excursions are often packed with 40-50 people. Independent tours can be smaller, cheaper, and more personal, as long as you plan carefully and give yourself time to return. Use reputable sites, read reviews, and balance value with risk. Mistake 12. Not packing seasickness remedies. You might be fine 95% of the time, but all it takes is one rough night at sea to knock you out. Pack Dramamine, Bonine, sea bands, ginger chews. If you're really prone to motion sickness, ask your doctor for a prescription patch. And if you're booking, choose a midship cabin on a lower deck. They move less. You can lose an entire day curled up in your bed if you're not prepared. Mistake 13. Overindulging in food and drink. Cruises are famous for all-you-can-eat dining and unlimited drink packages, and it's tempting to go all in on day 1. But 4 plates of buffet food plus 6 margaritas in the sun? That's a recipe for nausea, dehydration, and an early bedtime. Hydrate. Pace yourself. Try a little of everything, but remember, you've got a whole week. No need to destroy your body on day 1. Mistake 14. Ignoring crew instructions. I get it. You're a seasoned traveler, but the crew isn't bossing you around to be annoying. They're trained for your safety, whether it's the muster drill, boarding a tender boat, or instructions during rough seas. Follow their lead. I saw a guy refuse to wear a life vest on a tender. Minutes later, the boat rocked hard. That vest wasn't optional. It was essential. Mistake 15. Not locking your balcony door. That fresh ocean air is nice. Until high winds whip your furniture around, or a kid wanders outside unsupervised. I've seen balcony doors slam shut and crack glass from sudden gusts. Always lock it at night or when you leave the cabin. It's one of those small things that makes a big difference in safety and peace of mind. Mistake 16. Showing up. With the wrong documents. Nothing's worse than getting to the terminal and being told you can't board. I've seen it happen. Someone brings an expired passport, forgets they need a visa, or assumes a driver's license is enough. Cruise lines don't bend the rules. You don't sail. Check documentation requirements well in advance. Bring backups, printed and digital copies. This one mistake can end your trip before it even begins. Mistake 17. Not budgeting for onboard expenses. Cruises seem all-inclusive until you swipe that cruise card for drinks, Wi-Fi, spa treatments, and shore excursions. I've seen people shocked at the end of the cruise. Their $1,600 trip turned into $3,000 because of impulse spending. Set a daily budget. Use the cruise app to track your expenses. And remember, the best parts of a cruise, sunsets, live music, sea breezes, are completely free. Mistake 18. Letting kids roam without rules. Ships feel safe, but they're big. Kids can get lost, sneak into adult areas, or wander off during port days. Set clear boundaries, decide on check-in times. Make sure they know your cabin number and muster station. Don't assume the crew is babysitting, they're not. Mistake 19. Skipping security precautions. Most cruise ports are safe, but busy markets are prime spots for pickpockets. Use an RFID blocking wallet. Lock your backpack zippers. Don't keep everything, cash, cards, passport, in one place. You don't need to be paranoid, just prepared. Finally, mistake 20. Thinking, it won't happen to me. That's the most dangerous mindset of all. People skip travel insurance, ignore safety rules, drink too much, or forget paperwork, because they assume everything will be fine. And most of the time, it is. But the one time it's not, that's when everything falls apart. Smart cruisers aren't paranoid. They're prepared. And that's the difference between a smooth, unforgettable vacation and a nightmare at sea. Now, I want to hear from you. What's the biggest cruise mistake you've seen someone make? Or maybe one you've made yourself that you'll never repeat? Drop it in the comments. Your story might help another traveler avoid the same fate. And before you go, check out the next video on screen. We're diving into secret cruise tips, how to pick the best cabin, and more ways to cruise smarter. Plus, join our free cruise community using the link in the description. I share bonus tips, guides, and answer your questions directly. Until next time, smooth sailing.